What's going on, guys? Between it being 70 degrees in November, the Cubs winning the World Series, Donald Trump being elected to the presidency, and now the Dallas Cowboys on top in the NFL power rankings for the first time since 2008, 2016 is shaping up to be one of the most revolutionary years in all of human history. And at this rate, this channel is going to have close to 500,000 subscribers. I wish. But today I wanted to bring you guys a video to talk about the Call of Duty campaigns, both Modern Warfare Remastered and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I just got done with both, and I want to give you guys my review of them. So let's start first with Modern Warfare Remastered, and then let's kind of dive into Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. So in terms of Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered, I've briefly touched on it before, but they did a fantastic job in remastering this game. Infinity Ward, hats off. Well done. Barely any changes. I think the visuals are the only thing that they really upgraded. Otherwise, the audio is the same, the gameplay dynamic is the same. It's the same feel coming to you guys at 60 FPS. Absolutely outstanding remastered. Well done. In terms of the things that you can do in the campaign, really no changes. You know, most of the achievements are the same. A lot of Gamer comes with completing the game in Veteran, which is what I'm doing right now. I've just re-upped from doing my regular, which is what I do for each Call of Duty title. And I'm currently like halfway through the game on Veteran. It is just as difficult as I remember it being years ago. Oh, it's just a nightmare. Any Call of Duty game, for that matter, on Veteran is a pain. But this game, I don't think there were any major changes except for maybe two. So Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered or Infinity Ward put in a really cool Easter egg. So I'm going to, spoilers ahead, but I'm going to tell you guys what it is. It's the one secret achievement that they latched onto this game. And you may have seen it before the remaster came out, but I really didn't realize it until I started messing with it. So in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, you play as Yuri. And Yuri accompanies Captain Price and Soap as they go through the campaign. When Soap dies, or is killed, I should say, Price is upset and he pushes Yuri down the stairs into a basement and he starts telling him, how do you know Makarov, who's the main protagonist in the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 games. And there's a flashback in Modern Warfare 3 to Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And that scene in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered has been relived through the eyes of Captain McMillan, who is, at that time, Lieutenant Price's authority in the Ukraine. So this mission, it's the one following All Gilead Up. I think it's One Shot, One Kill is the name of the mission. Your goal is to eliminate Zakhaev, the first time that the English government had authorized an assassination since the Second World War, as Price says in the prologue. And in this mission, if you pan to your left, after you take a look at Zakhaev and your primary objective, you can see, and this is the coolest part, Makarov sitting in the front of that car that in Modern Warfare 3 drives Zakhaev away and sets up the whole line of events and chain of events that work off the original Modern Warfare through Modern Warfare 3. I think it's the coolest thing. The name of the achievement, I want to say, is like Time Lapse. Or no, it's Time Paradox. Sorry, it's called Time Paradox. So the goal of it is for you to kill Zakhaev. Of course you can't. You're going to wing him. He's going to lose his arm. And then as soon as you do that, you need to pan left and then engage Makarov. And if you kill him, you get a 40 Gamerscore achievement, which with the new Xbox update, I think is now a 1% gamer achievement. Like, not many people have discovered it. Not many people have done it. So I would highly recommend you guys do it. It's the coolest little thing. And that's one of the two things that I've noticed that they changed in the campaign. The second one, and I can't really think of the name of the mission, but it's the one following Blackout, where the helicopter has crashed with Price, Nikolai, and Gaz, and they're all trying to get back to their LZ, their landing zone, their pickup zone. And you're in an AC-130 gunship protecting them from village to village to village. And correct me if my memory's wrong, you guys can comment in the subsection here. But in the original game, as soon as you get to the very end of this AC-130 mission, they put you back on the ground as Soap, and you got to fight your way on the boot to get to these helicopters that eventually extract you. Now, I could be wrong, but that's what I remember, because I remember it specifically being a pain in the butt on Veteran. So I actually should go back and play that before I put a definitive stamp on, this is what has happened. But in the new one, you're in the AC-130 gunship for as long as you possibly can. You can take down the crane with the gunship and then protect them as they reach the extraction point with the 2 Chinook helicopters. So those are the only 2 changes. I would not say that they did anything wrong in this remaster. I think everything is up to par. The guns do the exact same type of damage. I want to say the storyline is almost completely the same, apart from those 2 different things, and well done. If I had to rate this game on a scale of 1 to 10, in terms of the campaign, I'd give this a 9.5 out of 10. Like, replayability is extremely high for me, because it's a nostalgia effect. I just love the game. I love the series. So 9.5 out of 10. The only reason it's not higher is because, in my mind, if it's a 10 out of 10, or if it's anywhere above a 9.5 out of 10, it's got to be something that I'm turning on every single day and playing until my thumbs bleed. It's just one of those things. So let's talk a little bit more about the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare campaign. I finished it on regular, as I do with all of my games, and I'm now re-upping to do it on Veteran. So, great game. I think it gets a ton of bad hate, most disliked video on YouTube for a time. I don't think it deserves it whatsoever. Well done, Infinity Ward. There's a lot of depth to it. This is the first time since, I want to say, Ghosts. So it's been, like 3 years, 4 years since I've been this emotionally connected to these characters. And, I don't want to give you any spoilers, but I wish they would have ended the game differently. I wish they would have. They did a great job, don't get me wrong, but I wish they would have ended it differently. Honestly, I've been waiting for Call of Duty Ghosts 2, and they still haven't done it, so hopefully that's next on the list. But awesome game for the most part. So how it works is, if you played the Black Ops 3 campaign, it's semi-similar in the fact that you can select your loadouts for each game, but the difference now is that you basically get 2 different types of game modes. You have your boots on the ground type game mode, and then you have Jackal missions. And Jackal missions are essentially Harriers in the old game that you get to pilot yourself. So it's your space aspect that people, were so quick to hate on. In my opinion, I think they're pretty fun. So you get to choose the loadout for your Jackal, and you get to choose the loadout for your individual boots on the ground person, which in this game is Commander Reyes, or Captain Reyes, as it becomes later on in the game. Sorry, spoiler. But otherwise, there are 2 different ways to go about playing the campaign. You have your primary missions, which you can do at any point in time, and then you have optional side missions, and they're divvied up into, obviously, boots on the ground, where you go in, you insert as a person, and you have to go about completing that mission. Or you have Jackal missions, which are specifically air-to-air combat. So, me being a completionist, I went through and finished every single one of the optional missions before I did, the primary campaign missions, which highly recommend you guys do. Adds more depth to the game, adds more time playing it, and it adds to the story. It's just altogether fantastic. So, I would say that this game, in my personal opinion, if I were to scale it on, 1 to 10, I'd give it a 9.2. Like, it's fun. Replay value is great. I think they did it right. I think the gameplay dynamic is great. It looks beautiful. The cutscenes are great. It's definitely a different take on Call of Duty, but if you can get past that, if you can keep an open mind, it's a lot of fun. It really is. I mean, you can say what you want about Battlefield, you can say what you want about Titanfall, and you can say what you want about any of the new games that are coming out, but it's still Call of Duty, it's still got that same feel, and it's a great game overall. So 9.5 for Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered campaign, and a 9.2 for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare campaign. That's my review. That's my take on the campaign. I'll let you guys know a little bit more about what I think once I get through it on Veteran or Realistic in the new game, because God only knows how bad that's going to be. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll have some more information for you the next time you pop in. Thanks, guys.